Steins Gate revolves around a group of teenage scientists, mainly their leader Okabe Rintoru, who managed to turn a microwave into a time machine. This is a spoiler-free, objective-ish review of Steins Gate.
Solid turntable action, clockwise. Unique for a microwave, I notice.
Clockwise? There's significance buried somewhere in that fact. I can feel it.
Steins Gate is a tightly sealed package that, while never quite reaching the narrative brilliance of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood or Attack on Titan, still maintains a high quality of storytelling. The build-up gradually adds suspense and intrigue, and spends time with the characters to develop a bond with them. It's a very gentle slope though, and to be honest, stretches a tad too long. However, once all hell breaks loose, there's no going back. It takes things to a whole new level, and we have some very emotional and high-tension moments. There's a couple of good twists too, which aren't all too shocking, but do their role in improving the story. If the build-up was the appetizer, this is the real meat of the show, and it tastes freaking delicious. Finally, everything culminates in a very satisfying climax. The show's execution of time travel is also impeccable. Rules established at the start of the show are never broken or changed, and neither is the device used so often that things get convoluted. At times, the series may require a fair bit of thinking to understand, but it's never unreasonable with it. And most importantly though, the time travel works only in service of the story. The plot is great, but borderline amazing.
Ah, sweet victory. I hereby nomenclate you lab member 004. Also known as Christina.
No, I am not.
When you're on a chicken bender, grab a box of chicken tenders. Bok, bok, bok.
Despite being a time travel anime, the real highlight of Steins Gate is its excellent cast. The characters are all extremely likable and have multifaceted personalities without relying on tragic backstories to give them depth. Despite none of them being too complex, I can't help but adore them simply because they feel like real people. Maybe some of that has to do with the lack of dramatization in the anime, which makes it feel really authentic. Regardless, they're done very well. Okabe is eccentric and loud, but cares deeply for his friends. As he goes through horrific circumstances, his overconfident demeanor begins to crumble. And by the end of it all, he's stronger for it. Mary's innocent and cheery presence always manages to lighten the mood. Kori is so smart, caring, and a reliable shoulder for Okabe to lean on. Daru is Okabe's pervy sidekick and surprisingly likable. Most of the other side characters are also pretty endearing. A lot of it, though, has not only to do with the individual characters, but also with their dynamic. The way they all interact with each other is just pretty darn entertaining. Oh, and the romance is glorious to watch unfold. Look, when your viewer would happily watch 24 episodes of your characters just going about their lives, you know you've nailed it. A little more subjectively this time, I have to say that the characters are amazing.
I'm begging you not to go through with this! I'm just a nobody whose curiosity got the better of him. Nothing was ever gonna come of it. Nothing ever does!
Steins Gate isn't really a comedy, so I won't pretend that I was rolling on the floor every episode. But it is funny throughout and has a variety of jokes, from witty one-liners to practical gags that almost always land. Aside from that, just the banter between the characters often makes even the slowest episodes worth watching. After a strong connection's been established between the viewer and the characters though, the series pulls out all the stops. As we watch Okabe and his friends struggle against the odds to protect the ones they love, we feel their pain too. Their harrowing ordeals make for many an emotional moment, but more impressively, Steins Gate easily manages to return to a lighter tone time and time again, so when a heavy scene does appear, it feels more powerful than it would have otherwise. The variety and range of feelings is surprising, especially for a short series like this one. The emotion and humor in Steins Gate is amazing.
There were even rumors going around that the LHC could produce micro black holes. If anything could, that'd be it.
Black holes, you say, huh?
Steins Gate never really fleshed out its world beyond a shady organization and multiple timelines, but then again, it never really needed to either. It also captured the atmosphere of the city pretty nicely. Still, I would have appreciated some more insight into the underground world of time travel. So, the world of Steins Gate is good. Do I really need to say anything here? Steins Gate is one of the very few series where the sub and dub are both fantastic. I personally prefer the dub because of its script though.
私はただ聞きたいことが。
それに答える必要はない。俺だ。機関のエージェントに捕まった。ああ、マキセクリスタ。
誰と話してるんですか？
ああ、問題ない。ここはなんとか切りの。
あれ？電源が。
特別に教えてやろう。それは俺以外が触ると自動的に電源がオフになる特殊任務使用形態なのだ。
そう、独り言。
So the voice acting is masterful. Nothing too special here, but the quality was consistent through the series and the effects are pretty good. So overall, good. thoroughly entertaining but a bit slow at the start. The fun factor is great. In conclusion, Steins Gate is amazing.